One, two, three, mic check. Let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are. The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with HexAsians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and middle class working man.
HexAsians? Nice.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Emotional damage. Give me sushi!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hex Asians. I hope you guys can hear me clearly and I hope everything is going good. I'm hoping a few people may join. I've left the link to join this stream in the chat and while I wait for other people to join, how about letting me know what you guys are drinking? I For me, I am drinking some pure water. I I stay pure. Today is considered as Singles Day in Asia. Oh, I will, but I think, rather not I think, in the US it's the Veterans Day. So, and we know there are a lot of veterans in the Hex community. So, all those veterans, thank you for your service. And yeah, I see a few people have joined. Tin Top, nice to see you. Thanks, Glenn. Nice to see you as well. Long time. And have Read Mac 77. Yeah, so he's saying a rocket ship. It's a happy day. Yes, definitely. Uh, Bitcoin reaching 80K. I think Ethereum has crossed 3K, on its way to 4, hopefully. So everything will, and we have Ahmed Nabil joining us. Nice to see you. Hi there. I am short of words. So many things. He's Reed Mac is saying he's about to pour some hazelnut coffee. Yeah, the, hazelnut. It kind of all. I always find it funny because there is there an Indian actress who goes by the name of Hazel. Uh, Google, not very popular. I think she starred in just one or two movies, but hazelnut gives a different meaning. Anyways, you see from my voice, you can understand I am a bit excited. Uh, I may be rambling, but I hope people will enjoy because yes, that's the effect of price. Yeah, even you can see on the live stream. Usually there are two or three people now. Today now there are five. I feel happy. So by the way, do you guys know about Singles Day? It was, I think, the most wonderful marketing strategy by Alibaba. Uh, so, ac- so what I read on Wikipedia, it's like because the one one one, it looks like it's what it looks like on a when a family tree is drawn for a single people. So they called it Singles Day, and so it's supposed to be the day you gift yourself, which is a noble idea. Again, promoting just another way of promoting uh, e-commerce. It's good, but uh, the thing is, what I and it's a huge deal. Let me check the statistics for last year. Mm, Where was I? Where is it? There was around $8.5 billion of transactions on Alibaba on that on 11th of November 2023, and yeah, it it's always considered like a marvel of engineering for uh, like the transaction processing as well as logistics, like millions of transactions. I think they had crossed around 100,000 transactions per second on Alibaba. Yeah, so when it comes to crypto, where you can hardly do, I don't remember how many transactions uh, are currently possible per second. I think it's still 30 or 40. Maybe on Pulse chain it's a bit higher, 50. So yeah, blockchain is not designed for such kind of commercial purposes, and it's a good thing. Like you don't need everything, all your purchases on the blockchain. You don't need to keep a permanent record of every time you buy a bathroom tissue. But yeah, so that's one thing. The other thing, uh, along with the commerce marketing, another company also kind of uh, jumped on the wagon. If you see the thumbnail, the guy eating those are called pokey sticks, and yeah, like bread. They are like breadsticks or toast uh, biscuits and dipped in chocolate. So they also look like the number one. So it's like promoted to be eaten on this day, kind of weird. But hmm, other than that, I'm quickly running out of energy. Chat is becoming quiet. Do you guys have anything in particular to discuss? But when I am running out of things to say, I have a good idea for a filler that is which always works, which is the hex chart. Let me bring up the hex chart, how it is looking first. This I Like I said, for the past few months, I've been only checking out very rarely prices. Uh, s- wait, wait. Do you think we'll see our voting process going on the blockchain in anytime soon? Uh, I don't think so. I I think there is a video of Richard that was recirculated a few days back. Like if like blockchain is supposed to be open source, so rather uh, easily readable. So maybe it may not be a good idea to keep uh, it. like breaks the purpose of secret ballot. And what Richard also argued is, yeah, if you can provably uh, vote that you are voting for a party, then you can potentially sell your vote to the highest bidder. So voting for see, this is the kind of Silicon Valley thinking or advertising which I kind of hate. Everything, every time they have a new technology, it's going to be the cure for everything. But yeah, blockchain has a ve- very niche uh, purpose. I think even there is an MIT document where uh, it there is an algorithm whether or not you should be using a blockchain for your purpose. Even though uh, things have evolved, we have gone from proof of work to proof of stake, etc., and better contracts and various method. But uh, maybe just using it for a transact is enough. You don't have to solve world hunger with blockchain, is what I'm thinking. Ahmed is saying I'm he's celebrating Singles Day in the memory of being single. Yes, it's a good thing. Uh, uh, for me, I, the more I what I think about it, like the world is so against single people, especially as you age, you are already like socially outcast, uh, slightly, not exactly. Like your married friends would rather go out with their other married friends than invite you. Uh, it's it kind of happens. Plus, in the corporate world, at least in my previous company, I realized it later that yeah, there is in general a bias for uh, being like single people. They are kind of treated like the workhorses, and while the married people are given a bit leeway, I would say. Like, yeah, he's a married guy. He has to attend his family. Eh, don't let him work night shift. Kind of these things. But, anyways, before I lose too much of the audience, it's like, yes, I was. So what did I do? Yeah, I've changed. So this is the. I hope you can see the pointers. Same chart. Bollinger Bands. MACD is looking positive, and I had mentioned just wait for the elections. We will find out what happens, whether it goes up or down. Uh, the Bollinger Bands are expanding, and the candles have broken out of the Bollinger Band. So how high can we go is only a matter of time we find out. For me, I expect there is going to be some resistance at 2 cents just because because the previous stop was around 1.8. So yeah, we are again in that resistance zone. Uh, at 2 cents because it's a round number, it usually prices usually gravitate towards it. Uh, and what else? There are a few things so overall positive. I wanted, uh, I wanted to share the EHEX chart, but I'm not going to jinx it because every time I show it or I talk positively about it, it's some guy watching the stream dumps uh, immediately later. So not going to do that. Um, but and overall, yeah, I hate that the fact I will stop sharing the chart. I hate the fact that it is still a divisive topic, but it's everything. And there are other few things that happened. Yes, we saw an old quote unquote OG back into the community, and apparently he has vowed to uh, like fund projects on Pulse chain from and approximate like he's said like 10K to $1 million worth of projects are going to be funded. Maybe. Oh, I see Hex Future has joined us. Nice to see you. You need a costume. A costume for what? Mm, yes, I should do that, but I'm just too lazy. But yeah, the you know the Hex OG, so-called one of the biggest donors of or sacrificers for Pulshin, or to be exact, biggest pool created for Pulshin, and one of the biggest jumpers for Pulshin. So, mm, anything news. But here's the thing: what I've seen on Twitter slash X is there are a few people in even though they say they are Hexicans, I do not follow, nor do I have them blocked or anything. Yeah, just existing independently. But indirectly, when their tweets show up in my Twitter feed or X feed, I feel like, yeah, it's kind of a sign that we are becoming bullish. But I kind of don't believe it, like, don't believe in them that they are personally going to be positive for the person. Rather way, I expect them to be dumping some hex, but tips are going being bought up uh, quickly, and that's the power of the bull market. And people don't understand how fast cryptocurrencies can rise still. And overall, like, it was around this time in 2017, 16, no, 2017 that I first heard about Bitcoin. It was around 19K. So not 19K, 17K, right? Or was it, yeah, the previous, like the 2017 top was around 19K. And imagine all your financial advisors who told you not to buy Bitcoin even at that price. Uh, it's has outperformed the S&P. So yeah, your financial advisors have failed you. Uh, what else do I have to talk about? Um, hmm, do you guys have anything to talk? Yeah, the Ahmed is saying he will be joining in a while. Oh, great. Uh, Always good to have company. I don't know. Mm, yes, the other thing that is going around right now is uh, hex features. I did not directly say the name, but you definitely know the name, so it's okay. And that's a different thing. Yeah, like when when you are saying that you will be funding other projects on Pulse Chain, I yeah, it's like code language for launching your own shitcoin, so, or at least we are going to be helping others launch shitcoins. So yeah, I'm going to stay away. And we, like, I- yes, there is always this lost opportunity that if I had bought this meme coin at the low, I would have outperformed other assets, blah blah blah. But it's okay. I'm winning anyways now. Like even at this kind of 90% down, I'm still up more than what I should be had I been in any other crypto. Even though in like there were a couple of chains that have been doing good, very rarely talked about. Yeah. So again, Solana was shut down a couple of days ago. Not couple. I think it was just yesterday. It went down like always. Bitcoin hit its all-time high, and Solana went down. And this is like against the core principles of blockchain. And like even if you forget the core principles of decentralization and unstoppability, like uh, more than that, where is the reliability? Like I assume there were a huge lot of. Hey, wait a minute. We have Emma joining us. I'll add him on stage. Hello.
Hello.
Can you? Hello. Hello, sir. Welcome to the HexAsians show.
Yes, hi. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
How are you
so
doing, Diaj?
I'm doing much better. As I mentioned, I have switched locations. Uh, it's not perfect, but still, it's uh, I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, it's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. Like, previously like I wasn't even aware of there were neighbors around me in my previous place. Now I am kind of have to deal with it, and sometimes it becomes irritating. But then I realized, yeah, maybe it's less to do with them and more on my mood. Uh, Anyways, how have you been doing? How is everything in Singapore?
I think it's doing quite fine. I think for me at my workplace, I'm studying for a course or exam now. It's about ventilators and everything, recipe and all this kind of medical stuff lah, that I need to learn. Yeah, but otherwise in Singapore, I think there's a latest story. There's a stabbing in a church lah. Mm-mm. Yeah,
Yeah, it's always hard here. Like,
yeah.
so, yeah, but
Yeah. Otherwise, I think right now, the biggest thing happened is the price of Bitcoin has reached. more than 80K, and Ethereum, as you say, has reached 3K lah. So, not so sure, but could be related to due to Trump winning the presidency also.
Uh, yeah, that is like I said expected. Now the thing is, every uh, market moves when it have expected results. Means if everybody was expecting Trump to win and Trump won, that is why it's positive. Uh, if everybody was expecting Kamala to win, but Trump had won, or the other way around, where
Mm.
then we would have seen a market kind of dipping. But we, like I was on X, one of the major reasons for the pump is Michael Saylor bought another $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. I don't know, like how is he given that much of funding to buy Bitcoin? But uh, that's another different topic.
Mm. How have you been taking the news about the election? Yeah.
Like,
Right now, currently, right now, the hottest topic right now is still the election, because I think in the US there are still some people who are quite still can't believe that Trump win. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like the thing is, I don't know if there you had seen this meme or video of Indians praying for Trump
Oh
to
yes,
win.
yes. I saw
So,
that. I saw that. Yeah.
so, so yeah, I guess our prayers were answered. Like I had mentioned this like a long time ago. Like I have been a Trump supporter because hey, like everybody talking about him being Hitler and doing what nasty things. Uh, uh, just looking back at the previous term he was in, I don't think he did anything that drastic. So I guess we can survive 4 more years. So that is okay. Plus,
Yeah.
his relationship with India has always been good. You know, the with Modi especially, like yeah, both are considered like right wing fascist, so they get along very well, and that's also one of my reason. Like, did you know like there was a ban on travel for Modi to the US till Trump's election? Like
Oh, why was he banned?
because you know there was
Is it because of the
have you
is it because of BRICS, BRICS, the yeah, Russia, India, China and Saudi?
no no this was like in I'm talking about in 2016, like prior to 2016, when Modi was prime minister during the who was that Barack Obama's I have to do it the right wing way, like Barack Hussein Obama's term. He was Modi was banned from travel because apparently like because there was a human rights case against him um, for inciting riots or provoking riots in his home state while he was prime minister there, not prime minister, like chief minister of the state. So the, and of course he was later judged by the Supreme Court of India and found innocent. Even though that had happened, they had put a travel ban on Modi traveling to the US, which Trump lifted. So look, like, so yeah, I kind of like Trump. Plus, see, now there is kind of another like call me Islamophobic, but yeah, there are Hindutva, following Hindutva, but that's another thing. Like Trump has been pro Hindutva or Hindus. That is why we were. They have built one of the biggest temples for Lord Hanuman, which is like the monkey god in Texas, and its start was in during the Trump uh, era, if I recollect correctly. So Trump has been kind of pro India, and that is why Indians are kind of happy. Of course, left wing people all over the world are unhappy, but that is how things are. But overall, Indians are more busy with currently cricket that is going on. I think there is a series between India and New Zealand. I think I stopped watching long time ago. So,
Yeah.
Indians are more busy with that than the Trump news.
Yeah,
Sorry,
for
I
me, yeah, it's okay. For me, I think, well, I won't say that I support Trump, but I mean that so far compared to him with Kamala, I think he's much more better, and I would say he has a way with words and charismatic lah. Yeah. Mm-mm. So I'm quite glad that he wins because I think nothing good has happened ever since the previous administration took over lah. I mean something could happen, but I'm not so sure what is it because American politics is a bit quite very chaotic if you want to read. Yeah. One of my colleagues in my workplace, he is actually quite upset that Trump win, and he keeps saying that what that he's actually what they actually voted a criminal to become the president, and now Trump is going to clear all the charges against him. And then they say that there's an executive order where Biden can actually assassinate Trump because and shoot him because of something. I don't know about that. But then I told him that if they do such a thing, you're gonna make him Trump a martyr or something. I don't know why my colleague is quite upset about it. Maybe he lost a bet or something. I don't know. I never get this thing with left and right wing politics. I never really understand such things, lah.
yeah, like I don't get it either. Like yeah, um, like for here in the Philippines, at least I don't have as much contact with colleagues, so at least I haven't seen anybody doing it being majorly upset. Plus, like from my Indian friends, everybody, like I said, most of them are very happy. Uh,
Mm.
and the thing is, like regarding Kamala, uh, you know, that's another thing. No, you know, there is always this joke like no Indian wants to see another Indian at doing good or in a better place. So no, no, no Indian wanted Kamala.
Yeah.
Plus, like, see, in general, the Democratic Party has been, or like I said, they have been against Indian, like against India. I would say like because they actively support Pakistan. They have been, and which have been like terrorist funding indirectly, uh, and that is why there was a coup in Pakistan. Like how many? Not even less than a year ago. Um, then there was like I already mentioned about Modi. Yeah, but Trump last time he got elected, he cut down funding to Pakistan hugely, and somehow the terrorist attacks in India also decreased. So yeah, find it positive
Mm. Yeah.
overall.
Yeah. Actually, I've been wondering, yeah, because They say that Trump win the election because he went to the podcast with Joe Rogan, but Kamala Harris didn't want to. Maybe if Kamala Harris go to the podcast, who knows, she may win.
Look, see, even though the podcast, etc., yeah, those were like cherry on top, but everyone was against the current administration, especially like there are two wars going on, both of which could be easily stopped if the administration had stopped funding them. Uh, there is no kind of truce, like attempts for any peaceful stopping of war. Plus, again, there are so-called conspiracy theory how Biden is the big guy earning money from Ukraine. That's a different issue. But what I think, why having Trump as a president, like, I think, like, more than anything, the rest of the world leaders are afraid of him because they find him kind of crazy. Like, yeah, he could actually do a nuclear attack, even though I'm sure he won't do that. But he's some like pe- uh, he's something that it looks like he's some capable of doing something like that. So yeah, the world leaders kind of are afraid of him, and yeah, that's why they. I don't see that with Biden or any other leader. Yes.
For me, I would say that maybe Trump is a person who you can't really control him. I mean, he will do what is in the best interest for maybe him and America. So, and some more, he's mentally, I mean, he's still quite sharp. Yeah. And like Biden, who sometimes is quite old and, you know, I mean, we don't even really know whether Biden is really, his mental capacity, ability to think is still strong or not.
See,
Yeah.
look, I like would like to believe that he is like capable of taking proper decisions. I'm Biden, like, but it's and yeah, some of the decisions he has taken have been kind of good, I guess. Like, he definitely helped some of the what you call left wing or workers in certain ways. Like, yeah, they have actively been pursuing what you call breaking down monopolies of all, so, yeah, Google and Facebook. They have, yeah, the debt forgiveness. It's a controversial thing, but for those whose debt was student debt was forgiven, yeah, it's it's a great thing. Uh, but I guess like people just assumed that it was what you call Bidenomics that caused all this inflation and oops, sorry, uh, what you call cost of living crisis. Even though it has been a cumulative effect since 2009. So yeah, but it was so everybody was unhappy about Biden. And for me, what I remember, like, yeah, 2016 to 2020, yeah, if you, it was one of the best times for me, at least. Like, I wasn't too affected by anything. Anyways, so
Yeah.
what about you?
Anyway, it's still quite early. I mean, we still have 4 more years to see how things will turn around if he is in the office. You never know. Maybe the last year before he, before he of the election again. Who knows? Maybe there'll be another virus coming out. Yeah.
So this time I am praying for World War III. Yes, just do it. We have been teased so much. I'm like, yeah, go. Just do it. Nuke everything. Let's start over. Go back to
If you
monk.
if you nuke everything, the radiation fallout, basically you can't stay in a country. Yeah. Yeah, you
No,
understand? Yeah, radiation fallout. I mean, you know how many nukes, people have around the world and everything. Yeah. Mm.
that's what like uh, I know that, and everybody knows that, but that's the thing. Like it's there to keep everyone under this constant threat. Nobody's. I don't think it's ever going to happen. These skirmishes which happen or are happening, like yeah, both sides are funded by the same weapons manufacturer. So
Yes, yes, yeah. Mm-mm.
so
Yeah,
it's all a racket, man. It's all a racket.
yeah, yeah. It's like what the weapon uh conspiracy that, what is it called? The can't remember the thing lah. Where the people who own all the weapon industry and everything, military industrial complex. Yeah, they are the one who's actually making the shots, everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think with all this thing, I think for crypto, I think I can see that for Hex prices increase, and I'm quite happy. But I will hope the price will go a bit more lah for Hex. Yeah, and I think like what you say, the of one of the previous OG is coming back, and yeah, I listened to some of his talks in some channels here and there. This what what's his name? Rackham, I guess, whatever. Yeah, he's coming back.
See, first, like, I don't believe in fair weather friends. Like, yeah, when now the prices started to go up, you are showing your face. Like, yeah,
Yes,
I don't.
yes, correct, correct.
It's a
Yeah,
different story. Yeah, do you? Uh, Here, I am far away, and this is I support Hex, and if you are doing that, good for you. But that I I don't believe in anything.
yeah. For me, like, I don't know that what in the chat say that hex feature say Rackham is not hexagon first, and then somehow I feel that I agree. Yeah, because when Hex is doing so well, we have all the people stick by us and everything, but when things start to go a bit down and everything, then suddenly some of them start to suddenly quietly disappear, do their own stuff and everything. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean I can't blame them
and
also. Yeah.
and the best thing about Hexicans, yeah, they keep receipts. Like, uh, you know, uh, there is his tweet. He was openly kind of threatening Richard. Like, hey, I say things against Richard Hart as well, but it's like I have usually it's not a personal attack. It's like I try if I find some argument wrong, I would address that. Like I could give an example of Hart's law. Like everybody says that, but I like I've mentioned it. It's more or less what the x into y is equal to k, and it, it only works when there is kind of you know liquidity bonding. It's a weird thing. I've done a previous video. Maybe I don't attack Richard directly. Maybe I had may have mocked his fashion sense, but Everybody does that. I'm not like attacking him. It's like pure fun. But yeah, I don't like people doing that. Uh, so nukes are fake and gay. EX puppet. Yes, I'm not like EX has a very even more cultish following than Hex itself. There is this. So I'm going to keep this cult even shorter. I'm not going to talk about EX. Big- I mentioned earlier, like yeah, the people are uh, like every time EX moves up, and which it usually does because it like uh, there is a significant E hex 2 hex pool, and I think there is around not just EX to hex pool, but E hex and Ethereum pool on Uniswap. It does have around 500,000 in liquidity, and that's around how much? Let me check. Uh, yeah, 88 Ethereum. So up 88, 89 Ethereum last time I checked. So yeah, so it's kind of when Ethereum price goes up, EX price also goes up. Uh, so that is going to happen. And there another reason why the crypto prices are going up right now is there is a Ethereum DevCon going on. I think in it was supposed to be SE Southeast Asia. I don't know where it may be in Shanghai. I'm not sure, but uh, so they are creating Ethereum for enterprises and a lot of things regarding scaling, etc. So yeah, we'll see how things go. But yeah, I see Parley from far away. Just toasted some bread for breakfast. What's up? Yeah, toast butter toast. Now I'm kind of lost of about what I was saying.
You think
We
about
talk.
the EHEX liquidity in Uniswap. Something.
Yeah, EX. Yeah, so yeah, along with that, yeah, ETH price. It is hopefully like it will. Why not? Why not? Let me just share this chart. Wait a minute, because if who else does this? Yeah. So here's a. It's kind of similar to the mm, uh, original hex chart, or rather hex on pulse chain chart. Same thing. Mhm. MACD is positive. Bollinger Band broken to the upside. So yeah, with smaller liquidity, it can even go higher. I don't expect any time to the prices to be 1:1. I would expect around 1:3, but let's see. If Pulse chain gas fees get too high, if the devs for Pulse chain or Ethereum again.
I think for
Uh,
this one, Richard Hart, I remember last time he did mention in one of his live stream. He mentioned that in the case where the pulse chain, the gas fees goes too high, I think they may do a fork of pulse chain. I remember that in one of the live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe maybe they can have layer 2 on pulse chain with
Mm.
and port just a hex onto it, not a complete for now because now previously layer 2s were not capable of hosting smart contracts. Now they are. So you could have your hex contract on a separate chain, but that too, like if the fees become too high, that may be a good problem to have for us. Yeah, what if Pulsion does reach like three figures or four figure value like
Mm, yeah, yes, correct. Mm.
for like Ethereum? Nobody expected Ethereum to be $4,000 or Bitcoin to be $80,000. Imagine that happening, and the the only thing limiting it is your imagination, like and your willingness to buy.
Yes, I think for that thing to, I mean, for pulsing the gas fees to be high, I think it's a case where we really need to have people to build up the ecosystem. You know, a lot of transaction being used due to a lot of DeFi apps moving here and there in Pulse chain. Yeah, I think for Ethereum the fees went high and the price went high because there's a lot of I think it started in with we have I think if I remember, I think Ethereum the gas fees and the price went high because of there's things like Aave, money lending, all these things. Then you have
No,
Uniswap, all those things come out.
I kind of remember this, and it's very rarely talked about. But there was an actual Ponzi scheme run on Ethereum. It was called, I think, Triple E. Like there are, and it's like a pyramid scheme that actually had already been like the founder was already caught and in I think it was in Russia or somewhere, like it was already running and they duplicated it on Ethereum, and it was around the same time as Hex was about to launch, and they were uh, running it. I know this because like there was a kind of Philippines SEC advisory that this is a proven Ponzi scheme. Do not invest in it. But that is what it started. Plus, yeah, then a lot of other smart contracts came along. DeFi. I think like Uniswap and what
It was Uniswap and
which
then Sushi Shop. Yeah, I think Sushi Shop did a vampire attack on Uniswap. If I remember that. Yeah. Was Uniswap, then Sushi Shop, then you have all the different kinds of swap came out. Yeah. Mm.
but
Then you have
Uniswap. I think Uniswap started it all because prior to Uniswap, like there weren't any usable like uh, dexes for normal people to use. Like there was, I think, Ether Delta and I don't remember the other name, but for those transactions to go through, it was almost impossible. With Uniswap, you got instant transactions, so that is what kind of triggered all this rush for buying Ethereum, and
mm,
that's how it goes. And here's the thing, like it's kind of like a highway problem. Like the more capacity you build, the more it is going to be used. uh, like for bandwidth, like currently I am getting almost 150 Mbps in this, and I am loving it. But the th and maybe you have seen that the stream didn't stutter or anything. So I love this, but it also means I'm using more of it uh, when I wouldn't have. So that's also going to happen with Pulse Chain. Once people realize, and for like people are only chasing gains, there is no kind of loyalty towards a chain is like mostly what I see. So once people start using like realize Pulsion is a good, reliable, and cheap option, more people will buy in. And when price goes up, people kind of follow. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, true. I agree. Yeah, as people find Party is more reliable and more secure, people will start to come in and use pulse chain. Yeah, but like I always said, sometimes the only thing that makes pulse chain people find it difficult to start is you need to it's not easily accessible. Yeah, where you have to go to the website, then you have to download the file to open the PulseX app, and yeah, I guess that's the only thing that maybe people don't really want to go there. But else for Ethereum and for Ethereum and other chains like Polygon and Aave, you can just go to any centralized exchange and that's it. Yeah. So I think for blockchain, I guess that's the only thing that maybe that's why people don't really find it hesitant to go into it because you have to go to the processes of these extra steps when you download. Yeah. Mm.
yeah. Like I while while I'm onboarding now, I'm kind of changed it around. Like it's like you need to take these extra steps to be more secure, is what I tell everyone. If because and we can always point out to all the failures of centralized exchanges,
Mm-hmm.
at least FTX, to be like FTX everybody knows. So you can avoid that situation by using this method. But currently here there is a bit of a problem. One of the apps, it has kind of stopped accept what you call, there is a payment app called Maya, and it used to allow you to buy crypto from there directly into your cold wallet, and send it to your cold wallet, but it has stopped doing that. Uh, there are other options, but it has affected. Another thing that happened, I uh, learned is now uh, we are already seeing crypto advertisements in on television in India. So that is going to be one good thing. Uh, so yeah, a billion people being onboarded into crypto is going to, and hopefully people
That is
will
actually
learn.
that's quite good. Yeah, but unfortunately, I think for most important thing, security will be the most important thing in if you are onboarding to since crypto, I would say in India is publicized in TV, but I think people still need to learn about security lah, because there'll be scam coins, rug pulls, and everything. Yeah, and as you know, sometimes people when they see crypto, they will think of it as a as a get rich quick scheme or something, but actually it's not actually. So sometimes they may put all their life savings to one coin and may get a rug and that's it lah. So I think education, on security and safety is very important if when the crypto starts appearing as a advertisement in TV.
Yeah, and I
Mm.
guess and it's up to us to tell everyone. But personally, I'm bit kind of lazy now. Uh, Last I try and avoid talking about crypto to others. La uh, Last time, like uh, talked to a friend of mine, and I just showed him like, look, previously when I told you about crypto, uh, Bitcoin was 27K. Now it is 56K. You could have doubled your money, and I did it. If you instead of Bitcoin, you had invested in Pulse chain at the bottom, you could have made much more. And after that, he was, yeah, yeah, tell me how to do this. But I didn't follow up properly. And look at it now. Bitcoin is 80K. And I think like even Hex did a 2x in a couple of days, right? From the
I saw
bottom.
in I saw in Richard's tweet Hex did 20 times up. It's his Twitter feed I saw. Yeah, I mean
20% in a day, 20% in a day.
20%,
Yeah,
20%, yes. Yeah.
20% in a day. And yeah, if you, I think right before the uh, election results, it had dipped. And from that bottom, it uh, has kind of done a 2x. So yeah, it all. Hey, let me just look at chat. Uh, I don't think it's a matter of if, because it will get high. Yeah, the it, like I said, if it happens, it will, for us who sacrificed for Pulse chain, it would be a good problem to have because price will skyrocket. We will be geniuses again soon, mid-May. Oh my God. From what I remember, I am the only. I have been talking about mid-May again, 2025. I don't see any other uh, crypto influencers talking about it, and
I
I've
think you may
given
be
this.
right. Yeah. I have a feeling that you may be right that mid May onwards price maybe go up. I think you may be right. Yeah. If not in 2025, either on 2026 or 7. If you see the trend, like, after halving, price may drop, then it start to go up again. I
Yeah.
think you may be right.
So yeah. So I yeah. I usually it takes around a year for uh, Bitcoin to reach its peak from after the halving. So the halving was in May 2024. So we may expect kind of the peak in mid-May 2025. And after that, there is a kind of what you call alt season. So yes, uh, yeah, 2 to 3 sounds good. And that guy Charles Hoskinson's gonna play Two-Face hops on the cabinet while decentralized. Uh, yeah, there are a lot of two-face people in crypto. It's kind of the norm.
This
Even,
Charles, is he the one who made Cardano, who create Cardano or something like that? Yeah, is he the one?
yeah,
Charles
yeah,
Hawkinson.
Cardano, founder of uh, Cardano, and he is
Oh, and he's the kind where he leaves off the grid and something like that. I heard or something. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't follow Cardano news as much, but yeah, he was after uh, the technical term is he was glazing Trump to
He
be
was what?
involved in gl- glazing.
Oh, okay.
It's not a technical term, it's a colloquial or slang for uh I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean
so
for us,
but
for
he
us,
was like
we should just ask him Cardano smart contracts when, because I think Cardano still got no smart contracts. I think, yeah.
I haven't even checked like uh, but
I have never bothered about Cardano, but I know in Singapore there are some people who are really into Cardano. Yeah, yeah.
yeah I I don't know whether I think if you remember there was this uh Elvin from Philippines he was on stream a couple of maybe years ago. uh, he we met in a kind of I held a kind of hex get together and we met there and yeah he meant told me like he had a bought Cardano and immediately prior to hex launch he pivoted from Cardano to Hex, and it was one of the best decision he made. So yeah, it's kind of that. Uh, Mark Kaveris. I am Dheeraj Parrot. Mid May. Uh, look, that maybe we should like be kind of spreading this meme mid May again, because that would also mark like 2 years, right, of Pulsion, or is
We
it
should
one?
we should keep an eye. I mean, like we should keep an eye. I mean, if in mid May or June or something, if suddenly the price went up, then hey, you're correct. If it's not, then never mind. So it should be okay. Yeah. But
Look,
like I say, I'm expecting mid May also.
see, whenever you are making a price prediction, like if you don't give a time frame, then that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, for having a coherent narrative, we need a date, and why not mid-May is kind of already a meme, so makes sense. Uh, yeah, but let's see. Other thing. I think we have talked about most of the ongoings in. Yes, there was one another thing that not related to crypto, but have you heard about the Johnny Somali?
Oh yes, yes, yeah. I think it was he got arrested in Korea. I mean, not arrested. He got arrested in Korea, but before that he got beat up by some Koreans lah. Yeah, I think there are some Korean influencer. They actually put up a bounty for him to beat him up, and people who did that and showed proof actually get paid by it. Yeah.
No, that like I was just watching a video about him, like covering that news. Like, what kind of shithead is that? Like, how can
I
I?
mean, this is the time where, sometimes it's quite sad where we have influencers that when they want to get views, they have to do shit things. Yeah, they have to things that that irritate people, and the more shitty things they do, the more views they get, and people give them money. So like Pavlov's dog, yeah, positive, it become a negative. It's it become like a negative reinforcement, or is it positive? Negative reinforcement where do bad things more viewers, more donations and everything. Yeah, and some more. I think not only him, but there's another streamer on this person called Jack Doherty or something where he crashed his car and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's also, I read, is a very toxic streamer and everything. He's been like that since he was small. Yeah. But for what Johnny Somale
yeah,
did, I think let him be arrested. Lah. I mean, he created a scene in Japan and he went to Israel and harassed the IDF soldiers down there. Yeah. Mm. I know he should go to Palestine and arrest the people there. Lah. I mean, we know what happened to him, and he went to South Korea.
like
Uh,
come to India. I
yeah,
would say come.
come to
Uh,
Indonesia.
like no in India, like no arrest, nothing. You will be you will nobody will know what happened to you. That's kind of how bad police like it. I think the police are hated everywhere, but you know, on the one hand, like especially Mumbai police are one of the bravest. Like you know, there is uh, if you remember, there was a terrorist attack on 17th of November 2024, 25, or was it? No, how could I think it was 29, 2009, I guess. So yeah, but you know, the uh, terrorist was shooting in the crowd using an AK-47, and a brave uh, police constable, like it's like one of the lower ranks in police. He pounced on that terrorist, and he didn't have any weapons, like empty-handed, and caught that police. He was shot and killed, but he saved so many lives. Like
Yes, I think I heard
so,
about it. Sounds familiar. Yeah, yeah. Time I heard about it.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
but it's yeah. So yeah, Mumbai police are very brave, but also very dirty in their tactics. Like the decisions are made on the street. Like they will judge you there and then, and if uh, unless you are kind of well connected, you cannot survive. But
so they are brave and open-ended brave also, lah. I guess. Yeah.
yeah, but one good thing, they are bribable, so
Oh,
you
that,
can get away with
that's not that's not good.
money. Uh, but it depends on what kind of crime it is. It's sometimes, yeah, if they are against you, they are against you. Then no matter how much money, uh, it will not do. Uh, it's a different thing. That's why, like, these kind of rage influencers don't visit countries where there will be repercussions, and that's what
Yeah,
what the Johnny expected in Korea.
yeah.
But
Because I think he did it to Japan, and I think because Japan, some of the people are, I wouldn't say they're polite. They just ignore you politely and everything. And I thought maybe he can do the same in Korea, but I guess Korea, people, they have probably got hold of that he's going down there, and the people down, influencers down there don't really accept him there. Yeah.
the other thing is, one thing is he's a US national, so that also kind of contributes. Uh, yeah, generally, like Japan is kind of under US control, I would say, but or at least they won't do anything to US citizens. As it is same thing in the Philippines. Yeah, if you are a US citizen, you are get different treatment altogether.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
I
I know, I know.
you may have heard of this case of a US Marine who killed what you call uh, lady boy here in the. Philippines, and he was pardoned. I, the case was kind of popular in Philippines media, but not as much on, I guess, world news. But yeah, yeah, that is American privilege, I guess. So yeah, I probably they may. Uh, I don't think he has been Johnny Somali has been arrested yet, or at least jailed yet. Yeah, but I I think he will be just like given a slap on the wrist and sent back to the US. Uh, it's all politics. Anyways,
Uh, Maybe who knows? Maybe the South Korea, when they want to send him back to the US, they may drop him off accidentally to North Korea or something.
I think that they will be doing that. But it was disgusting behavior. But then again, like I wonder how is his channel being supported? Like how are so many people actually supporting this kind of content? Uh,
It's the views, lah.
and
I mean, it's the views and traffic. I mean, you know, like
oh, there is kind
donations
of
also. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
So like
people donate.
I
People donate to the center, the Twitch or whatever, get a bit of money from it. You know, yeah. So
yeah, but yeah, that's a thing. Like yeah, I guess you get uh, views from people hate watching, but I don't like that can only take you so far. Like, but he's being actively being funded right now. I think now his YouTube and Twitch channels have been taken down. I don't know about Kick. I think he was on Kick as well, right? So that yeah, yeah. So there is a problem with society in general. It is. That's why sometimes, like I said, I sometimes feel it would be good to draw, just nuke everything and start the world over. But yeah, I hope people understand it's a joke.
yeah,
Anyways,
I understand.
joke la, joke la. uh, anyways, I am out of words to say. Let's if you have some I always say final words, but that's not. I'm not supposed to say. Like, do you have any uh,
Closing words to say, I guess.
closing words, closing remarks, closing
Oh,
remarks?
well, nah, I may not have any closing remarks. I guess just have to, well, same thing, take care of yourself, watch the markets carefully. Currently, right now, because in the crypto space, there's a lot of prices going up, and when price go up, the number of scams and rug pulls and fake coins you know, will proportionally go up also. So just take care and not fall for any rug pulls, lah. There'll always be another safe moon or ever this and that coming out in the future. Yeah. So just be careful. Yeah. Especially when Pulsing is quite new, and sometimes these people may decide to go to Pulsing because the fees are quite cheap, and they may make some tokens over there that to rug us and everything. Yeah, like you know, like one thing that I got rug in Pulsing or whatever lah. Yeah.
Yeah. And oh my God, I forgot. There is also like tokenized staking coming to Pulse Chain. I am not sure how good the project or trustworthy the project is. So I
Tokenized
will,
staking.
means uh, what you call pooled stakes, or what we have on Ethereum, Rocket Pool, and what is what is the other one? Liquidity staking, liquid staking. Like you give your uh, you stake through a contract, or rather, you send money to a smart contract, uh, and other people run validators for you. You get staked Ethereum, or in this case, I think it's called some Pulse voucher or something. Uh,
Oh,
I
okay.
I will I will look into it, and I will update you guys next Monday. Till then, just
Stake it and go.
and that would be our final words. And because uh, everything is so happy, I'm going to play our favorite song, which is Kacha Badam. See you guys
All
next
right.
week.
See you all. Good night, everyone. Take care.
आय बदन से पहले माता चूड़ी माला दिए मोबाइल बॉडी भांगा दिए बदाम मोबाइल बॉडी गुलो पासी से कदम तत समान समान पूरा बादाम